Hey Hunter, Parker and I cooked something up and we think you should be a part of it. Oh, you know, if you're free.
I'm intrigued, but not committed.
Well, it's technical. That's the whole idea. First we show you around the shop and... oops, almost spoiled the surprise. Tell you what, if you come with me, just for a bit, I promise we won't waste your time.
All right, where are we headed?
Oh, it's not too far. I can't wait till you see it.
Hey, you made it!
Told you.
You want to give the rundown, or should I?
I got this. Welcome to the shop.
What is this place?
For me, it's a piece of home away from home.
Quite a setup. What need does it fulfill?
All kinds. Usually, I work on the Hell Ride and Parker tinkers with his web gadgets. And as we do, we brainstorm ideas of what we could work on together.
You call it the shop, but I see nothing for sale.
That's the beauty. For me, it's an auto shop. For Parker, it's a workshop. We're both wondering what it's going to be for you.
There must be a reason you do this here instead of the forge.
2 reasons. Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. We wanted a place with good vibes and less bickering. Where we could focus on a project without the smartest men in the world telling us how to do it better. The shop is where you work things out for yourself.
I understand why the two of you are here, but why invite me?
Caretaker always described you as someone who worked with their hands. You made things. You did the work. So we want to make things with you. Help you do the work.
You two are so thoughtful. Where do I start?
Wherever you want. Why not let Parker give you a quick rundown on our current project? After that, we'll close up the shop.
All right.
It's all pretty neat, huh? There's not enough here to give you a tour, but I did want to show off our first project. Don't have a name for this yet, but if you run into Eddie again, Venom, we think this could give you an edge. When we fought Eddie, the symbiote reacted strongly to your presence. It noticed something about you and tensed up. Our project takes advantage of this.
This project of yours, what does it do?
Our first prototype dulls your presence around the symbiote. Makes you harder for Eddie to notice.
So, a symbiote muffler?
Ha! It is now. The other prototype will help if you're ever caught in Eddie's tendrils. It blasts a distracting subsonic pulse that should give you time to both fight your way out and hit him with a counter.
Like your zingers that keep him distracted?
No? Robbie and I should let you name all our projects. Then we need to miniaturize it so it fits in your suit. But we can have it ready pretty quick.
I look forward to seeing it in action.
I knew you'd be into this! We are going to make so many weird things together! Oh yeah, I can scrounge enough components to finish this project, but if there were more, we'd have more options. I'll put together a list and send it to your Spark. Bring what you can next time you're here.
All right.
Huh. So, how'd it turn out?
Better than expected.
Sick. So, that's the shop. What do you think?
You and Parker have outdone yourselves.
Then think of what the three of us can do. I'll give you a heads up before shop class meets again.
Shop class?
Right. That's what we're calling our time here. See you then. Parker, you sticking around?
We need to talk.
Yes?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Blade? What is it?
Caught a scent around the Abbey that doesn't belong. It's faint, not enough for anyone else to notice, but it hit me again tonight. How's that dog of yours when it comes to tracking? You two up for a little hunt?
I'm sure Charlie could help. And I might be useful too.
After you. You sure that dog knows where she's going?
No, but I trust her instincts.
At least you're honest.
Charlie will be the first to let us know if she cannot find the way.
You two have a lot of conversations?
I can tell you never had a dog before, Blade.
Never got the chance as a kid. Too risky these days in my line of work.
Maybe you just need to find the right dog.
Haven't found a breed yet the vamps won't eat out of spite.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I can still smell it. That...
That looked like...
some kind of jacked up shadow hound. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we just found the bar guest. But it can't be.
The what?
The bar guest. Legendary demon dog of the old country. Kind of thing you'd hear stories about around the campfire.
A shadow hound could easily be mistaken for a spirit, but how would it have gotten here?
Good question, but we're not gonna find the answer tonight. Let's head back before Caretaker locks the doors on us. That's not our usual portal. Looks like magic's, but I don't know. Red? We should head back. Don't want Caretaker to come looking for us. You coming?
I have seen Caretaker mad.
Me too. We better hurry.
You feeling all right? I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Ah, Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious. The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
Was there something you wanted to tell me?
Have you ever noticed an unusually ornate bowl sitting near my altar? Keep an eye out for it the next time you're there. You'll know it when you see it.
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me. I'll celebrate from afar.
So you will be there in spirit.
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit. Yes, dear?
I have heard that Wanda's power comes from Chthon.
The way I understand it, as a child, Wanda and her family lived in Transia, not far from Mount Wundagore. Within that mountain, the dark god Chthon had long been imprisoned, his corruptive influence an ongoing threat to the people of Transia.
And Wanda was affected?
Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
What can you tell me about Chthon?
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also became the first demons.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional Elder God. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian. In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman. I'm not sure I would have held up as well given the same circumstances.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on transient history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them before it was too late. I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shaw had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do.
What you doing, Charlie? Fascinating.
Привет, Hunter.
This must be the tunnel entrance Agatha spoke of. This must be an ember from the forge.
I used to run away when the world got crazy, but now I just get crazier.
I have the ember. The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
So I can use the cauldron to brew things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds. You'd be surprised what we can make use of.
And I just drop the ingredients in? Is that not dangerous?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? And I see you've already found a recipe book. I doubt you'll have any trouble following along. Lovely, dear. You're a natural. That was expertly done, Hunter. I expected no less from someone as skilled as you.
childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long.
So, like, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but I think you're okay.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I see you trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, like, thanks.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your side.
Honor? Oh, man. Listen, Hunter, don't take this the right way because I totally appreciate the compliment, but you really need to drop the formality and loosen up before magic starts calling you a boomer.
Boomer?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
Ah, that describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I see you making an effort to not make me feel like a complete reject, and I appreciate that. I need all the allies I can get on this apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Reality show? Vote?
Just try and not get eliminated, Hunter.
Got more coil for me? Readings are good. These should definitely give you an edge. Analyzing. What do you think?
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Feeling good today, girl.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Ready for a pounding? I'm gonna need a back rub.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.